Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We are back in Pebberley Heights and things are going pretty well. We don't have any assistants working though, which is a little bit frustrating. So we're going to hire a brand new assistant just to get our ticket booths up and running and get people coming in. Obviously things are a little bit compact and we've managed to deconstruct some things here, but we are still quite far off some of the things that we're looking at. So we're going to continue deconstructing these things and getting upgrades and stuff, trying to unlock our knowledge so that we can actually get the other stuff that we need. So we've got a couple of things here that we can put in. So we can add in a couple of these. I think knowledge boosts might be a good one because they're what our scientists give us money for. So we're going to add on the knowledge boost to the cybergonia flower. And we need the hologram decoration, but we are some way off that. If we have a quick look over here and go to our space things here, we need quite a bit to get to the hologram at 18. So we're going to have to just keep doing expeditions, keep trying to unlock new stuff. I didn't mean to start the visit. I wanted to go on an expedition. So we are bringing the inspector in for no apparent reason, really, because there's nothing that they can do for us. We do have new things that we've unlocked. We've got the moon here. We've got another exhibit expedition that we can go on here to the space station. But that just gives us staff XP. So we're going to go on and do that. We're going to do a detailed one. And then there we go. We'll get some experience from that. We've got the expedition coming in. We've got an inspection happening. But again, not going to be good, really. Let's get another assistant, seeing as we seem to be having some issues. Get the ticket booths working again. It's probably because one of them is actually always at work in the gift shop. We're hemorrhaging cash though. We need some more money coming in. Staff wages is a bit of a problem. We have, however, deconstructed something else and we can do it again with this one. Where are we at now? We're getting a little bit closer to unlocking the cheese drip, which is a decorative item, but what I really need to do is get up to 18. We're quite far off that, so we need to just keep going with it. Everybody's happy though, so that's good, but we need more money. We need more money, and we're not going to get that with how things currently are. What is the biggest problem? Because we're getting, guest reviews aren't great. Knowledge level 75 is what is needed. We got a criminal. We've deconstructed that, so that's good. Again, knowledge level 75 they're going to need. We don't get that without better knowledge. We have got good knowledge on the celestial cells now. The cybergonia flower we don't have. All of the celestial cells, well, the triangular shaped ones are doing well. We've passed the inspection though, somehow, and that's good. So the general public are probably already on their way to Pebberley Island, but why not plan a journey of your own to the moon? It's the last point of interest in the known universe that's relatively close by. So we can now go and do an expedition to the moon. That showcase is done now, so we're going to get something from there. The space station's done. We need to display an anomaly table of cosmos and activate the anomaly table of cosmos as well, which we can do without issue. Once we have returned from this expedition, we've already unlocked the moon, so we can go there next. Somehow we managed to do that. Don't know how. We only got a good rating though, so that's strange. We needed to get excellent or something, but we've done it apparently. I think we might have cheesed that a little bit somehow and got lucky. Maybe the inspector was feeling generous today, so we did make some profit this month as well. Not a lot, but enough to kind of say, hey, we have now made a profit. The space station exhibit, exploration, whatever it is back, and we have leveled up a staff member, but opening the crate just gives us experience, I think. Let's see what happens. Yeah, staff XP, which we can claim, and we will immediately start a new expedition and get over to the moon. We need a space expert and a janitor. We also need survival skills though, so we're going to have to set up a training room unless somebody happens to be here. Jupiter Cumberland though we will hire, and then we will build our training room. And again, that's just going to go off the back here where the staff room is. Not going to be massive. We just get in the items that we need and immediately start training one staff member Ideally, a staff member who already has survey skills. Jupiter Cumberland would be a good one. Nebula Rang. Yeah, we can't. We need to get them to level up. What is Nebula Rang looking like at the moment? Let's have a look at our staff. Right, Nebula. Where are you? 103 out of 300. And Jupiter, 0 out of 200. Mars Mayonnaise has 2 training slots though. So actually what we'll do is we'll give Mars Mayonnaise survival skills. And then once they've trained up, we'll have them do the other one. So we can upgrade the deconstructor, but we're not going to do that. We're going to have Mars Mayo head off and do his survival skills training. Then we can have a look at the moon again. What do we need for it? So the space expert we need, and we need a janitor as well. Obviously we need someone with survival skills in level 1, which we can do. Let's have a look at our janitors as well. It's Kim Bird here. Fire resistance, aerodynamics, pilot wings. Increasing our expedition speed. Let's go with pilot wings then. So we'll get Kim trained. That will speed up the expedition. We get a reward from that and a reward from that. This is now being taken away. We're on 27,000, so we're still making a fair bit of money. And then we can get off, do this expedition, and yeah, good. Right, let's have a look. Can we put some items in to speed up? Yes, we can increase the training power with some of these certificates. I knew there was something we could use. There we go. It's not a large amount of boost, but it will help our training go by a little bit quicker. And that's Mars Mayonnaise done, so we can schedule them back in and have them take on the analysis perk. No, not analysis, survey skills. So we'll get a survey boost, and they've got survival skills as well. We'll then have the janitor going with them, who will increase the speed of the expedition itself, and that'll be really, really useful. Right, let's have a look at what we can do in terms of just expanding the footprint here. So we're going to box this in, and then add in a door right there. There's some space debris coming in. 2 items there. Getting the staff room has helped. We've been able to give them some place to rest, and it's stopped people threatening to quit. We can actually get rid of that. We don't need it. We've got a little bit of a staff walkabout there. This area, obviously, we can do something with. And our first little exhibit is right there. So we've got a circular space anomaly, which we are going to analyze. And there's another one here that's getting dug up as well. So we'll get that one analyzed as well. We found valuable materials that we've sold for cash there. That's good. So this circular space anomaly, we haven't got any knowledge of. The other ones we do now have, which is good. And pilot wings is getting done. And then we'll have another training, which means we'll be ready to go to the moon soon enough. But for now, let's just go back to 2-point orbit. We will send away Nebula Rang. We'll give them the expedition journal so we can at least try and boost their experience, and we'll just set them off on the expedition as well. Then when they come back, we should have our next bit of training done. We're only losing a marginal amount of money, so I'm not too worried about that right now. But it is something that we are going to have to look at soon enough. What else have we got? Now, these are based on... Not everything is like, you know, we've got a couple of items here. Let's get another survey scanner. We might as well. We've unlocked the cheese drip. So we're going to get a survey scanner created. We got another perk, the entertainment boost. Can we add something else in here? Experts gain additional XP during exhibit restoration. Interesting, we could go with that. But we now have another item here unlocked. What is it? It's another celestial cell, but we can actually place this one. Just going to put it here for now, because it means we can get rid of that celestial cell. We'll actually analyze that one, putting it in here, and then we'll move this one, which has a better rating, into that space there. What does it need for a max buzz? It's got everything it needs. Space button, wall display. Excellent. So we've got two. Everything there is epic now, which is exactly what I was hoping for. We've upgraded to new things there. We currently have no training scheduled, so Mars Mayonnaise has completed his training, and we can now head off to the moon. So let's go to the moon. We want to set up our expedition. We want to take Mars Mayonnaise, and we want to take Kim Bird. We are going to add in... Ooh, wait, our survey scanner hasn't finished. Nearly done. Once that's done, we'll take that, get a big survey of the moon done, and that'll be really, really useful. So what do we get here? We can claim the cheese drip. We've then got frog leg language. So all of these are going to boost up. I do want to unlock them, so we might as well just keep on going and deconstructing them. Because if we get to 50, we get the space wall data display. Now, currently, our guests, you know, we got good buzz, we got good knowledge, but that's what we're going to need to focus on, increasing the guest knowledge. So we're going to start our expedition again. We've got everything that we need now. We can... I don't want Alf Bigley to go in, though. I want Kim Bird to go in. Thank you very much. Then we'll take the survey scanner. We'll make it detailed. We'll get a 95% boost to our survey level. It'll also be quicker due to our Kim's pilot wings, which makes it quicker, so it's only 19 days. Good. Right. They are now off on an expedition. We've got some people who are low on energy, so we better put some benches in. That's something that we've neglected. Do we have a space bench? The space corner bench and a space bench. Good. So we'll get a couple of these in so that our guests have somewhere to sit. Put some on the queue. You can see we're now getting a silver rating for our visits to the museum now, which is very, very useful. Put a few more seats dotted in and around the area. There's plenty for people to see and do, and sit and wait, or God knows what, but we're doing well. Our tours are looking good. They're making a fair bit of money. If we have a quick look, guide was dull, tour had low buzz. Right, not sure why. We are back already. That was really quick. So they got some experience, and what did we get? Do we have the table that we're waiting for already? The Table of the Cosmos, yes. So this one needs certain anomalies, so we can put the Table of the Cosmos in this next area here. And we're going to put it... Let's put it here. And it does need something to activate it. So it's a square, a circle, and a weird shape of some description. So... You want a pay rise? Right, let's do a very quick look at our staff. Pay review. Everyone. Satisfy all of their pay requests. There we go, that's done. We need to activate this Table of the Cosmos now. So, let's start an expedition. Now, we don't know what we're going to get from here. So, heading off to there, we'll just autofill it again. And we will take a... Ooh, let's go with... I guess we'll go with that one. Right, off we go. And they're once again off on their adventures. Now here, if we get a circle there, maybe we just move the satellite out. If we get the table in, that's one of them done. Don't know, I guess we just keep waiting. Hopefully, I mean, what is concerning, if we look back at the expedition map, here, what do we get from here? We get the circle and the triangle. And there we get the table, but there's no square. And there's no square there either. But we don't have any more anomalies unlocked. So something has got to give. We can't activate the Table of the Cosmos because it currently requires different kind of shapes. Unless it actually... There it is. So it needs to be near the Cybergonia flower as well. Starting to see a pattern emerging here. Let's just move a couple of these items forward. We'll move the celestial cell along to there. Then we'll move the space probe to here. Expedition is now finished. What did we get? Hopefully it's just a square, I guess. Oh, it is. Excellent. Right, so this can now go in here. We'll move the space probe again. We'll put it down there. Then we can move this along to there. The floating balls will go there. And then let's see if we can put the table of the cosmos in now. Almost. So if we just shift this along a touch more to there, leave that. No, we need to move that as well. So let's shift the space probe around. Move this celestial cell over to here. And the table of the cosmos, which is currently in there, can now go here. And it activates as well. Look at that. One of the markings is glowing on the crash anomaly. Maybe we're doing something right. Ooh, what are you? Oh, okay. So it's lit up something. And then I guess we need to do the other 4 to unlock whatever the anomaly stands for. All right. So we've now got 1 star. By virtue of sheer novelty, the public seem intrigued with your heap of space junk. While I don't usually condone goose chases of the wild variety, this is exactly the kind of resourceful showmanship this sector needs. We've unlocked Close Encounter, Model Earth, Star Floor, and a Star Wall. Excellent. So,
there are reports of an unidentified fallen object in Pebberley Island. The astral anomaly is currently under investigation at the newly founded Space Museum. But with answers on the county's surface in short supply, will 2 Point turn to the stars and their inhabitants for much-needed answers? Maybe, but we're asking you. Write in and let us know what you think. We'll read out the best ideas and probably some of the worst later in the week.
all right, very interesting. So, the cheesemongers. Hello there, I'm Waxine of the planet Mozza Stella. Recently, we've been finding strange objects on our expeditions for space cheese. We don't know what they are, but they are not cheese. Still, people are interested and want to know more. The cheesemongers would like to visit your museum. In return, you are, of course, welcome in Mozza Stella. Maybe you'll discover something new. So, we have now unlocked Mozza Stella as somewhere to go, but I think, now that we've got this wonderful little space museum in, it's time to, do my usual. Sell the building, put everything into storage, and build it anew. And I have an idea. I would like to make something that loosely resembles a layout of a spaceship of something. And one of my favourite spaceships was the Starship Enterprise. So that is what this is going to look like in some way, shape, or form. So I need to just map out a few things. So we have 32 along here. So 32, with the middle being around about here, I think. Let's just for now go all the way along to here. We want it to be like that. Then we're going to delete 4 and delete 4. Then we're going to delete another 4. And another 4. So that's 8 in total that we've deleted. Let's go with another 2. So we've deleted 10 off each side. Then we're going to come 2 in. And we're going to come 2 in again. And we're going to come another 2 in. We're going to keep going like that until we reach the ends. So we end up with leaving just the one there. And we're going to get rid of all of this. And all of this. Right then. Then you're going to wonder now what I'm doing and if there's any method to this madness, but we're going to get rid of all of this. Like so. Why have I got 3 there? We need to get rid of that as well. Right, there we go. Then we are going to put back in this all the way up to here. And that's going to come all the way along there like that. And then we're going to do the same here. Going along and along. Oh, wait. There. There we go. That's better. And along. Like that. One more, I think. Yes. And the question I'm asking myself is, does this actually resemble the Starship Enterprise at all? Probably not. But actually, I think it kind of does. I think I got this. Like that. Obviously, right now, we need to move the helipad. So we're going to pick that up and we're going to put it here. Right where people come in. Then we're just going to edit the building again. It's just going to add on this to there. I think we need to add on a little bit more just to flesh it out further. So something has gone wrong here, I think. 8. Oh, wait, no, get rid of that. And 7. So what has gone wrong? Oh, there it is. That's 8. And that's 7. There's 2 there. There's 2 there. So this needs to come down to here. And let's just edit again. 8. Yes, excellent. Right, so that's worked now. And I think I will actually just add in an extra bit there. And we'll do the same here. Not really resembling the Starship Enterprise, but I'll take it. Let's edit and just move the door along 1, I think. And then that is confirmed. And then we can pick up the helipad. We'll put that there. Good. I want to turn it facing inwards like that. And then we've kind of created this miniature Starship Enterprise, which it doesn't look too bad. I do want to add in that, and then we'll do another one here. Like so, and we'll do the same on this side. There we go. And then I will actually want to thin this one out. 2. There. Okay. Now you get it. Now you're understanding. There we go. Right. So down these areas here, we're going to have our residual things like staff rooms and stuff, training rooms, analysis rooms, and things like that. So I kind of want these to be facing one another. Don't know how possible that's going to be. So I'm going to put my staff room at the edge here with a door right in the middle. Oh, this is a training room, not a staff room. Like that. We'll put windows all the way along. Like so. I'm going to pick up the training library and we're just going to move it to here. Then on this other side, we'll put a staff room. And again, it'll be a fairly sizable staff room. Coming out to here. I think 6x4. Yep. With, again, a door right in the middle. And we're not going to decorate it wildly right now. We're just going to put in our sick bays. And that goes in. Excellent. Then we need to put in a analysis room. Now, the analysis room needs to be a 4x4, which means we might have to make some adjustments here. Because this can go down to there unless we put our analysis room here. Like that. Yeah, I like that. That's our analysis room. Again, an odd shape, but I'll take it. And then finally, we will put in a workshop here. That will be largely the same. But the problem with the workshop room is it needs to be a little bit bigger. So we can come to here. Can't actually stop there. Oh, we can. We can. And we can put in that same little chunk. Oh my God. But I am going to put a little bit of a different door on there. We'll put that in there. Actually, no, I'm gonna change where the airlock door is. We'll confirm that for now. And then we'll just edit this and move the door back to here. The little airlock door, that can go there. Wonderful. Right, so nice bit of symmetry going on there. And then we also need a camera room. Now, the camera room ain't going to work here, but a marketing office could go in. The minimum size for the marketing office is 2 by 2. So we can do that. Put this in here. We'll just make a tiny little marketing room there. There we go. Wonder if maybe we can just put a camera room in there as well. It's not going to do much, but it will be there. So let's put a camera room in. With a minimum of 3 by 2. Yeah, we can. Excellent. There. Right, so these are now all of our staff sort of buildings. And we'll wall this off. And then as they come in, we'll have a kind of partition wall go like that. Yeah, that works. And then again along here. That should be 2 out as well. And then up to here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then we'll put some staff doors in. We can put 1 here and 1 here. Okay, good. So we now have like a brand new entrance there. And we can start putting our exhibits back in. So the theoretical extrapolator is the first thing that we want to put in. No, it's not. We want to start with the satellite. Something that doesn't really have a bearing on anything. So we'll have that come in here immediately as people go in. Then we want to put down the Cybergonia flower behind it. There. Then we want to add in our Table of the Cosmos. Right there. Good. Right, so these need certain items to activate them. And the square needed to go up here. Like that. Then we also needed the circle here. Little bit off center. That's not where I wanted it. About there. I'm going to move it up actually. 1 little shift up and the same there. Then we need to put in our triangular celestial cells and they are going to go either side of the other one. That should now see them all get activated. Yes. Good.
We're back on.
Right, so we have the beginnings of our space age exploration and everything is kind of in place. We've got a little bit more redecorating to do, obviously. People are now a little bit confused on how to get into the museum and we don't yet have a fully functioning ticket booth. I'm going to make my ticket booths, I want them kind of like a silvery grey. There, that'll do. Now, my ticket booths are all going to go on this angle, like that. And another one here. Good. Right, so people are going to start coming in. Is that right? Let's have a quick look. So it's 1, 2.5. 1, 2.5. What is this one? There. Okay, they are now exactly where I want them. Then we can finish decorating this next episode. We've got a lot to do. I'm very excited about this one. I'm enjoying the space exploration stuff, so that's quite exciting. And we've built a little spaceship of our own here, which I can't imagine we're taking off anytime soon in it, but if we were, we'd be able to explore the cosmos and unlock a load of new stuff. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of 2 Point Campus, 2 Point Museum. 2 Point Campus, God, that was a while ago. 2 Point Museum, and you're looking forward to the next one. Thanks all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.